It's WrestleLost! It's WrestleLost! It's WrestleLost! Can you believe it? King Bad God! Oh! Woohoo! I see that, JR! It's triggered! It's Johnny! It's Drew! Can you believe it? It's going to be a slobber knocker! As they say, anything can happen on WrestleLost! Welcome to WrestleLost, folks!
Ah, yes, it's the dance here. It's the WrestleLost Derbycast.
The sniper.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to WrestleLost. It's been a pretty interesting week. News is going to be dominated by one person, but to get it going, here's Johnny.
Yeah. First, some other news to get through first. We had two new wrestling babies that were born. So we want to send out congratulations to Alexa Bliss and Ryan Cabrera. They had it was a girl, right? I said her name.
Spotify.
Forgot.
It's been a while since that has happened.
Yeah. Let me mute her. Muted. All right. Alexa Bliss and Ryan Cabrera, who had a baby girl. Her name was Hendrix. Was it?
Yes.
And ironically, she was born on the birthday of Jimi Hendrix, which that actually wasn't planned. They actually had this name chosen a while back, apparently.
Yeah, there's no way of having that shit planned.
I mean, you could have. I mean, they could have been born and they just saw that it was Hendrix's birthday and said, "Oh, we'll name it that." But no, they had it chosen ahead of time.
Yeah, that name was chosen a while back.
Also, Sammy Guevara and Ty Mello had their baby. What did they have?
I think they had a girl as well.
Okay, a lot of wrestling girls have been born last week. In fact, Johnny Gargano, I think, was the only one that had a boy.
I think so. Yeah.
Everyone else had girls.
This women's division, 18 years from now, is going to be so badass.
Congratulations on those two new babies that were born. Unfortunately, yesterday there was one release from WWE on camera release on the NXT side. Mackenzie Mitchell was released after 4 years with the company. Also, a few backstage office people were let go as well. Some higher ups in production and gaming. So we want to wish them all luck on their next employment.
The one thing I'm seeing about that is a lot of people are saying, like, why right now? Out of all the time in the holiday season, like on the lead up to Christmas, would you do these releases? That is the main thing I'm seeing. And I understand their argument because you can release them like after the new year.
Right.
At least let them go through the holidays and try to enjoy it. Well, what's a couple of more weeks of pay,
Yeah.
to a multi-million-dollar company, billion-dollar company? It's nothing. So that's what I'm seeing, and I understand their argument.
Yep. Okay, so the news this week was in the wrestling world was dominated by the return of R-Truth. No, I'm kidding.
Oh shit.
No, that's how Triple H put it at the media. No, CM Punk. CM Punk returned at Survivor Series. He outshadowed Randy Orton, and yeah, you could also say he outshadowed R-Truth as well. We had 3 returns technically on at Survivor Series. But okay, so there was a lot of news that came out this week of the leading up to it and the aftermath. So here we go. So the deal CM Punk signed with WWE wasn't made official until the day of Survivor Series. But a week prior to that, and this is all according to Sean Ross Sav 5-4 and Triple H confirmed it, that he and Punk had a 1-hour conversation on the phone, and apparently no one was clued in that he was even gonna show up that day. Even as the show was going on, wrestling media outlets were tweeting out saying that he wasn't there, he wasn't going to show up. And then once the War Games match ended, Cody's music's playing, and all of a sudden you hear the static, and Cult of Personality starts to play. CM Punk comes out, and this was all a Triple H call. Triple H took over to control the show over the last couple minutes. He was the one that had them put up the copyright logo on the screen to make it appear like the show was ending. He was the one that called for Punk's music to play. And I know there was a video shared afterwards of Seth Rollins having to be held back by Michael Cole and Corey Graves, because we know in the past that Seth said that CM Punk was a cancer to WWE, but it turns out that this was a work, because Seth's trying to work an angle, and a lot of people are already saying that this may be the WrestleMania match, Seth Rollins against CM Punk.
I'm hearing many. Again, we don't know anything.
I'm hearing different opponents. I've also heard that now it might be possible to see CM Punk versus Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I'm hearing, I'm only talking about legitimate things that could possibly happen. So Seth Rollins, I think, is the most likely scenario for WrestleMania. There's the Stone Cold Steve Austin match, which would be a dream match for a lot of people. And the other one I'm hearing that is worth mentioning is CM Punk versus Roman Reigns.
Yes. Now here's the thing I didn't consider, because now that he's back with the company, I saw a headline yesterday. It said, "Could Paul Heyman betray Roman Reigns?" Because after all, CM Punk is a Paul Heyman guy.
Yeah. Especially now after what we saw on SmackDown, where Randy, sorry for skipping ahead to SmackDown.
No, it's okay.
But where Randy didn't sign with Raw.
Yeah.
He signed with SmackDown.
Yeah.
So that sets up a Randy versus Roman thing.
Yeah. That's probably going to be at the Rumble.
Yes. That has to be at the Rumble. No offense to Randy, but they need to have something at the Rumble before, they do their thing at Mania. They can't be the same thing. So it would make sense, since you started setting that up first, to do Randy at the Rumble.
Because something else that I've also heard that could possibly happen, you could even have CM Punk beat Roman Reigns for the title at the Rumble, and then CM Punk goes in Mania to face Cody, and Cody can beat Punk.
Anything can happen. Who knows what way this is going to go down, but it's not looking good for Roman right now
Yeah.
because that just puts up 2 more credible opponents that could possibly dethrone you. So let me ask you this question real quick, since
Plus Cody, so that's 3.
yeah. So let me ask you this question. Obviously, the main story, the main focus was setting up Cody and for him to win it. That's where we thought this was headed before any of this other stuff happened. So now that you have Cody in the mix, obviously, that you got Randy in the mix and CM Punk possibly in the mix, who would you have dethrone Roman?
I would have CM Punk. I mean, no offense to Randy, but CM Punk Roman would be a bigger match.
I think so too. And I know what people are going to say because they already started saying it. Oh, you're just going to bring in CM Punk again to win the titles and dethrone people and be the face of the company. That's just the way the cookie could crumble. Again, we don't know what's going to happen, but out of those 3, I'm trying to think of who would be the one to get more buzz, and I think it would be CM Punk.
Now on Monday, CM Punk he gave a promo at the end of Raw. Didn't really say much.
No,
but apparently, they weren't expecting him to be there, so they had to write in his promo at the end of the show, and the Dominic Randy Orton match went long, so he didn't have much time to say anything or to say much. But it's what he said as the show was going off the air that was interesting. He said, "I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money."
I'm gonna completely agree with you, and a lot of people have agreed with what we're saying. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the best CM Punk promo. Like, we needed more.
Yeah,
and that might have been affected by the Dominic match going a little longer than what they wanted it to. But yeah, that last line gave me chills. That is the CM Punk that I need. I need him to be given a live mic.
Yeah.
And to be said, just don't say anything too outrageous.
Right.
But be yourself. It would be smart.
And I'm wondering if, maybe not, because I know he was released with cause from AEW, so he didn't have a non-compete clause. So I'm just thinking, I wonder if there's a certain time he can go without mentioning certain things.
Yeah, I'd figured legally he would have to watch himself from saying anything towards AEW, but that doesn't mean he can't say other shit.
And as far as this new contract goes, from what I hear, it's a multi-year deal.
Yes.
And he does have a behavioral clause in the contract. So if he gets into any kind of backstage altercation, he's gone. They're not even gonna give him another chance.
Yeah.
So he needs to watch his actions.
As far as backstage stuff, he does need to watch his actions.
Yeah.
But if he can come up with some stuff to push the boundaries and just get it cleared, especially now that Triple H is running the show, he can get it cleared. Yeah. Like, obviously they're on good terms because they put up the picture of them hugging it up.
Yeah, and
afterwards.
From what I heard, that most people backstage, they were happy to see him, that he was in a good mood Monday. Apparently the only ones that were upset were Seth, which was really more kayfabe, but also Drew McIntyre, who actually stormed out of the arena after War Games at Survivor Series,
Yeah.
and we didn't see him on Raw, did we?
No.
No, he wasn't on Raw.
If he was there, it was more like a backstage thing, but I don't remember seeing him.
Me neither. And yeah, as far as Triple H goes, being CM Punk's first Raw back, Triple H wasn't at Raw. Triple H and Nick Khan were both in Los Angeles trying to push for the media rights deal for Raw. And you know what? That's a hot ticket now that they got CM Punk on Raw.
Yeah.
And the rumor is USA Network is actually fourth in the running to get Raw. Did you hear who number one is in the running?
I've heard of a couple of names, but as far as ranking them as to who's on top, I didn't look that far into it.
It's Warner Brothers Discovery.
Of course they are. If that were to happen, and you would have to say, hey, we have to play nice here, Triple H would be probably willing to play ball. So
yeah, because of course Warren WBD own TNT and TBS, which airs AEW. So it would be interesting to see. I don't know if they would have WWE and AEW on the same network.
yeah,
I think maybe if they land Raw, they might want to try and shop AEW shows around. I don't know. And it's all depending too on who gets the NBA.
yeah,
Because whoever gets the NBA, the other person's going to have more money to spend.
yeah. And I'm gonna say this, and this is what a lot of people at Fightful have been saying for a couple of months now. 2024 is going to be a hell of a year.
Yeah.
With all these deals coming up, and to see what happens and who goes where or who ends up where. Yeah.
From what I'm hearing, this media right deal for Raw is the announcement is coming pretty quick, like maybe within the next month.
I'm down for it. You know,
maybe by the first of the year.
Why make us wait?
Yeah.
When by now I would say you have a clear thought as to where you're going.
Because we're already going to have to wait anyway. Because remember, these TV rights deals don't expire until October next year.
Yeah.
So that means until October, we still get SmackDown on Fox and still get Raw and NXT on USA.
Yeah.
Then next October, SmackDown switches to USA and NXT goes to CW.
Yeah. But as far as knowing, people are going to talk. And if internally a decision has been made, someone is going to know something about it. And someone is going to talk. And they might claim it as a rumor, but we're going to have that news out there. So.
And one note on his AEW departure, as far as CM Punk goes, the decision was left to a 3-man committee, which was led by Bryan Danielson. And Bryan Danielson was the only wrestler on there. Then they had an attorney on there and another an executive of AEW that's not a wrestler. But I could see why you would get Danielson, because he's well respected and he's got a great wrestling mind, both in the ring and backstage. Also, you can't get the other executives in there because he's already pissed all of them off. So.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't really get all the other ones in there because it wouldn't have sat right.
Yeah.
To have them in the same room when they couldn't even speak to each other after Brawl Out. yeah, it would have been a good thing to do. So I'm glad they went with Brian Danielson and the lawyer and other people not in EVP positions. I think that was the smart move there. Tony learned his lessons. He got smart towards what to do.
Yeah.
And yeah, some comments here by Kevin. He said as far as who he would have take it from Roman, he says Randy Orton 100%, which if that does happen, I would be happy for Randy as well,
Yeah.
because after being out as long as he was, he deserves something, because with double back fusion, it had to shorten his career.
Yeah.
So
Let him have one more run.
yeah, let him get it while he can. And he also said, I'm taking his last words that he said during that promo, and that is, I'm here to make money. I mean, hey, man, we all got shit to take care of. We all got family to look after. So let him get that bank.
So let's say this. Let's say Randy faces him at the Rumble. Randy beats him at the Rumble. And then you go on to Mania and you have a triple threat. Randy, Punk, and Cody. Because, okay, so again, not to jump to the moments, but Cody has officially declared himself for the Rumble. He's the first one to do it. I know he's a heavy favorite to repeat. I actually kind of don't want to see him win it again, but you got to get him back in the story somehow.
Yeah.
So they could do that.
And again, that goes back to what I've said of him wanting to finish his story.
Yeah.
You got to get him back in the conversation somehow. And him being in the Rumble is a perfect way of doing it. I don't want him to repeat either, but that's a question for once we're at the Rumble, because we're not going to know. I wouldn't be surprised if Triple H doesn't know either until a week before or two. Though he'll probably have it a lot more planned out than Vince did, because I know Vince wasn't the best at having those plans.
Yeah.
Especially in the later years. But yeah, man. Fucking CM Punk coming in, hijacking the show, even if it was only at the end, but overshadowing Randy, unfortunately, a little bit at Survivor Series. But I would say Randy had the best promo on Monday night. I was happier with Randy and his little face-to-face with Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
Daddy's home. That whole line.
Which is actually turned out was the same line he used on SmackDown too.
Yeah. So I love what I saw from Randy on Monday night, and I can't wait to see what he does now that he is officially signed with SmackDown. And yeah, I can't wait to see when Roman decides to show up, because he has to not be happy with Randy being on SmackDown. So having something there between them two would be smart. Let's just throw him in the mix already.
And by the way, I think somewhere along the line, we got to see a match between Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things they could do, but them being at odds with each other over pretty much anything, being the GMs. Yeah, I would say it has to lead to a match, and we know Nick Aldis can go. So, yeah.
Yeah, Adam Pearce is former 5-time NWA champion.
Yeah. So, to have something there between them two, I would say that's a good WrestleMania match too. I
Adam
wouldn't
Pearce
mind
once
there.
feuded with LA Knight.
Yeah. So I wouldn't mind seeing it at Mania. Have GM versus GM.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be pretty fucking cool. Now, I didn't think of this till just now, but okay, so WrestleMania is 2 nights, right?
Yeah.
So Adam Pearce, Raw GM manager, he could make his case for Cody to be the one to face Roman at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And then Nick Aldis could make his case to have Randy Orton face Roman at night 2 of WrestleMania, main event, obviously. So hear me out. Night 1 of WrestleMania, the main event, Adam Pearce versus Nick Aldis. Winner, their star goes to face Roman at night 2 of WrestleMania. So you can have Roman watching in the back, and you can have Cody out there, and you can have Randy Orton out there. I think it would make an interesting main event for night 1.
Yeah, because I think if they do want to have that CM Punk Stone Cold match, I think they would do it at Mania.
Yeah, me too. But we'll see, man. We'll see. That's an idea, like I said, that I just thought of. And if that's what they would decide to do, I think it would be fun. And
Yeah.
One of the last things Kev said is, I did used to enjoy his pipe bombs. Yeah. So
Yeah.
just give him a live mic, man. Let him say what he wants to say. And I'd be fucking happy with it.
Yeah. So this coming Friday night, he'll be at SmackDown. So we'll see if he gets more time to say what he has to say.
Yeah. He will be at SmackDown, so we'll see where they decide to go with that. So, yeah, all love for CM Punk so far from what we're seeing. Again, like his promo on Raw wasn't the best, so unfortunately he wasn't there on SmackDown this week. I know a lot of people were being like, we need him there.
Yeah.
Just to further this a little bit, but it left us wanting more. So I'm just hoping he's going to be there this coming week, and we will see, man. We will see what he says. So yeah, all eyes on CM Punk pretty much this week. But before we move on into moments, I'll just to shift the focus towards AEW for a little bit. What is up with Ric Flair?
So I don't know. I know you read me his X whatever Twitter post that he gave yesterday.
Yeah,
That was a result of because Okay, so Wednesday night they take Rampage. Sting and Ric Flair had an in-ring interview with Tony Schiavone, and they said some stuff hyping up Sting's last match at Revolution in Charlotte or in Greensboro, on March 3rd, and when they gave Rick the last word. There was a line in there that was cut from the broadcast. Thankfully, it was cut from the broadcast. He said something to the effect of ladies between 18 and 28, leave your husbands and your boyfriends and come meet us at the hotel or whatever.
Yeah. And here's the thing. So the focus was mainly on wrestling media, but fans also thought the same thing, that that is something he shouldn't be doing at his age,
No.
making those type of comments. And if this is the type of thing he's going to be saying, I know a lot of them were saying that he shouldn't be on our TV. And I kind of agree, because at his age, you have our respect because of what you've done in the ring, but don't push it.
Yeah.
And this is pushing it. This was pushing it.
I mean, if you want to be in Sting's corner, okay, show up that night.
Yeah.
Don't show up like 4 months ahead of time where they give you opportunities to talk.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's just something I wanted to bring up, because it just didn't sit right with a lot of people, and a lot of wrestlers have Ric Flair's back, and it's we have to see how it's going to play out, but it's not a good look right now, especially after what he mentioned on Dynamite. So we'll have to see what comes from it. But right now, it's a battle back and forth between fans and media, which most of them are fans, and certain wrestlers that are having Ric's back. And yeah, we'll have to see what comes from it. But that's just something I think we needed to throw out there, just so we know that later on, as stuff comes out, we're going to have to talk about it a lot more. But for now, there's not that many details about it. So now that we've covered some certain moments and news, I'm going to go over to Johnny and get his moment for WWE. And I've been called away for something real quick. So I got to bring in something from outside that has been left there before they jack it.
Oh, okay.
I'll be back.
Yeah, you do live in Garland. All right. So, yeah, so we did discuss a lot of moments happening in WWE this week. Most of them involve CM Punk and Randy Orton. So here's my moment, was from the end of SmackDown last night, which did involve Randy Orton, but it has to do more with Jimmy Uso selling. So after Randy said that he was signing with SmackDown, and said the whole Daddy's Home deal, and Jimmy Uso and Solo came out to jump Randy, but LA Knight came out and stopped Solo. Him and Solo fought in the back, and Jimmy Uso took an RKO. This ended the show. The show ended with Jimmy Uso laying on the mat. So this was from some fans who recorded video of it. Jimmy Uso was laying on the mat for nearly 10 minutes, even after SmackDown went off the air. And he didn't get up until Seth Rollins' music hit, because the dark match that they got in the arena was Jimmy Uso versus Seth Rollins. I don't know who won that match. I'm pretty sure Seth won it, but yeah, that's a impressive selling job from Jimmy Uso, selling the RKO and being down there for that long.
So what was your moment? Let me catch up.
It was Jimmy Uso's selling of the RKO.
Oh, okay.
He was on the mat for nearly 10 minutes, even after SmackDown went off the air, and didn't get up until Seth Rollins' music hit.
Yeah,
Yes, the dark match for it was Seth Rollins versus Jimmy Uso.
Yeah, him being down for that long. I heard about what had happened, and it continues this feud between Seth and Jim, and a whole bunch of people. Like it's intertangled a lot, it's intertwined a lot. But yeah, to know that that happened, I thought it was a pretty cool thing, and it just keeps things going, man.
Yeah, and in just 1 week, Randy Orton's already given out several RKO's.
Yeah,
Most of them to JD McDonough.
the best one was on his return against JD.
Yeah. When they pushed JD off the top of the cell of the War Games cage into
Yeah.
the RKO.
Yeah, I would say that was my favorite one out of the bunch. But I love it all, man. Like I'm so glad Randy is back,
Yeah,
and just to see him hit these RKO's with the question of we don't know how his condition is, like with the double back fusion surgery that I talked about. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun time having Randy Orton back. So hell yeah, that's a hell of a that's a lot of good news. So I'm trying to find the list that goes with my moment. So I want to make sure I have it here. Okay, here we go. I have it. So my moment this week for WWE has to be from SmackDown. And all I'm going to say is I love that Logan Paul returned to announce a tournament for who will face him next for the United States Championship. And the tournament includes Santos Escobar, Dragon Lee, Karrion Kross, Bobby Lashley, Grayson Waller, Austin Theory, an unnamed NXT star, and Kevin Owens.
yeah.
I like Kevin Owens with the Vine reference, saying it only took me 6 seconds to figure out that you're an insufferable jackass. But then Logan Paul responding with 6 seconds is 5 more than I need to KO you. So even though this tournament has not even started, my initial feelings to it is that it has to be Kevin Owens.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too.
Because out of the whole list, not without focusing on who's going to come over from NXT because they haven't named him yet, I would either say it's Dragon Lee that has the other chance. It has to be a face because it's Logan Paul and people are going to naturally boo him. So the only one that stands out to me other than Kevin Owens as a face there would be Dragon Lee.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it doesn't look too good for Santos. Doesn't look too good for Bobby Lashley or Grayson Waller or Austin Theory. Karrion Kross is kind of in the middle. People are going to cheer him. But
then again, we haven't seen Karrion Kross in a long time.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of surprised to hear his name there. So, yeah, I like them announcing this tournament. I think it's going to be very interesting, especially with us having another tournament in the other company right now. So,
yeah,
tournament versus tournament, it's fun as hell. So, I can't wait to see how that goes. So, now that we've gotten our moments in there for WWE, I'm gonna go back to Johnny and get his moment for AEW.
And segue. I like how the tournament is going in AEW. The Continental Classic. We haven't done a standard podcast in a few weeks, so we've had to watch alongs. But AEW right now they're having their version of the G1 Climax, where they only have two groups. One what they call the gold level, the other blue level, and they only have 6 in you each, so total of 12, which is not bad. It's not like the G1 where there's 28 guys in 4 groups, or in this case 32 guys this year. But yeah, so it's split up. The gold is on Dynamite, the blue's on Collision. The gold is Moxley, Swerve, Mark Briscoe, J&J, Jay White, and Jay Lethal. And am I missing anyone?
Did you throw a Swerve in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I got them all.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Oh, and Roosh.
Oh, Rouge. I couldn't forget Rouge.
Yeah, and then the blue level, which is going on tonight on Collision, it's Claudio, Danielson, Daniel Garcia, Brody King, Andrade, and Eddie Kingston.
Yes.
And the winner of this tournament is going to get a new title. Like AEW needs more titles.
Yeah.
As the Continental title, because WWE, they have the Intercontinental title.
Yeah.
But Kingston has also decided to put up his 2 titles in this tournament, that being the ROH World title and the NJPW Strong Openweight title. So whoever wins this tournament is going to be the first ever Triple Crown champion in AEW. Its matches are going pretty good right now. I say you have higher level matches going on in Collision than you do on Rampage. And no offense to any of the wrestlers there, but I think Moxley and Swerve are the 2 biggest names on the Dynamite side. Moxley right now is at 6 points. He hasn't lost a match yet. You get 3 points for a win, 1 point for a 20-minute draw. So yeah, and then I think it's Jay Lethal and Mark Briscoe are still at 0 points.
Yeah.
They haven't won matches yet.
Yeah, I feel bad for Jay there.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's some pretty good matches going on tonight on Collision as well. You got Brody King versus Claudio. You got Bryan Danielson versus Eddie Kingston, and then Daniel Garcia versus Andrade.
Yeah.
And these matches are going to take place every week until World's End.
Yeah.
So it's shaping up to be a pretty good tournament. We're going to get to see some blue level matches here in a couple weeks when we go to Collision.
Hell yes.
We'll see which ones we get.
I have a feeling we're going to get some good ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as we're going to be nearing the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely going to get some good matches when we go. Now, my question before we move on to my moment is from what you have seen in this tournament, if you had to choose a winner, who do you think it would be?
Yeah, because this is tough now. Because the top 2 point getters in each division or each group are going to face each other to see who goes on to the final. And you have 3 of the 4 members of BCC are in this tournament. One is on the gold side, Moxley, and then Danielson and Castanelli are in the blue group. So it'd be interesting to see if maybe on the blue side you get Claudio versus Danielson, which we'll see that eventually, but you may also see that in the group final as well.
Yeah.
But of course it's BCC, so they don't care. They'll fight each other.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But I could see Danielson winning, because I know one thing that Danielson always wanted to do was compete in the G1, and he never, because of different injuries, and he was always with WWE, he never got to do it. He is going to get to wrestle in the Tokyo Dome at Wrestle Kingdom against Zack Sabre Jr. Or no, Okada. I forget. One of those two.
I'm 99% sure it's Okada.
Okada, yes, that's it. Okada, not Sabre Jr.
No.
Yeah.
Though if it was, it would still be a good match.
And you know what? Now I think about it, that might be Okada's last match with New Japan.
It might be.
From what I've heard, though, they're trying to get him to stay. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so Danielson will get his match at Wrestle Kingdom. And by the way, that's just the week, a few days after the tournament final.
Yeah.
Because it's at World's End, which is on the 30th, and then Wrestle Kingdom is on the 4th of January.
Yeah.
So it's a quick turnaround.
Yeah, it's a very quick turnaround.
Yeah, so we'll see if he wins. That will be a good momentum for him going into that match.
Yeah, it could be. I would say that would be some very good momentum to have. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But if I had to choose a winner, I'd say I'd have to go, just because of the type of videos I see him posting online and just how confident he seems to be in this tournament, and just the vibe I get from him, because he's a very different person here than what he was in WWE. Swerve Strickland would be my choice.
Okay.
I just feel all the confidence in the world with him, and just the way he's portraying his character right now, Prince Nana aside. Yeah, I just think that would be a good thing for him. So I want to see Swerve win. He's won me over in AEW. So I would love to see him win. And for my moment, real quick, it's really not much to say so far. It's a match that has been starting to be built up ever since he arrived in AEW. But we are finally going to get it next week. The final setup for Adam Copeland versus Christian Cage next week in Montreal.
Yeah.
We're finally going to get it. And for Adam Copeland to get the upper hand and use Christian's line against him, I love that this is finally happening. And yeah, taking Adam Copeland on the journey of, your mom would have wanted us to have one more last tag run.
Yeah.
Because she didn't get to see it with her unfortunate passing. But yeah, just the way Christian tried to play his mind games, but Adam not being able to forget that Christian is an ultimate opportunist. Yeah, I love the way they did this here on the final setup towards their match. And that's going to steal the show next week. I don't care what anybody says.
It's funny that you said Ultimate Opportunist because that's what they used to call Edge in WWE.
I see you caught my reference. I threw that in there on purpose at the last second just to see if you would catch it. But you are the brain, so of course you were going to catch it. But yeah, man, I'm very excited for this match next week. I can't wait to see it. I hope they give it the time it deserves. I really do think they will. And even if it's not the final match, like if it ends in some shenanigans or something, as long as it's good enough to keep on carrying the momentum, and if we get a final match at a pay-per-view somewhere down the road, hell yes. But either way, I'm happy to still be able to see this next week, even if it's just to further the story along. I'm still going to be happy to see it in a way. And I just hope they set something up for whenever they're here in Garland, because I need Adam Copeland out there. Not only for my sake, but for everyone that's going to be there, and especially for our friend Michael, who's going with us that night. Big Edge Adam Copeland fan. Yeah. So for him as well, I want this shit to happen.
Yeah.
So whether he's only on the mic or whether it's some sort of match, I'm hoping we still get something with Adam Copeland out there.
Yeah, I'm hoping maybe. Oh, I don't know. Maybe he'll be the meet and greet.
Oh boy, if he is the fucking meet and greet dude, take all my money. I don't care how much it costs.
If he's the meet and greet, I'll buy Michael the meet and greet.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Imagine all three of us in line, back to back for the Adam Copeland meet and greet.
Yeah.
You know what we could even do? And he's cool enough, and I think they would allow it. Like a lineup of just you, Michael, and myself, all with Edge. We could all be like, just let us take the picture together.
Yeah.
Like, we're all friends. Can we just take it in a row all together?
Yeah.
I think that would be a pretty badass picture to have.
Yeah.
But we'd also have to ask him if he wants an individual one. Understood.
Right.
But yeah, I think that would be a cool thing to try and do. But hell yeah, man. Now I need a Adam Copeland meet and greet.
Yeah.
Except nothing less.
Yes.
But we'll see what they announce. They normally announce it the day before.
Yeah.
So we will see what we get. But yeah, lots of stuff to look forward to. This is going to be a short one just because for those that want to stay here and watch it on Twitch and on YouTube and on our Facebook Live, we're going to be doing a watch along to Sean Ross Sapp versus Shaza McKenzie after we wrap up the podcast version of it. So if y'all would follow along with us, we're going to be doing that right after we do our outro. So yeah, lots of great stuff to look forward to. Like always, if you have any questions or comments, WrestleLost@gmail.com, WrestleLost on Facebook. And don't forget to give us a follow here on Twitch, on YouTube, and on our TikTok at WrestleLostPod.
Yeah. Go watch our reaction to CM Punk returning at the Survivor Series.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot more reactions to come that are just as good as that one. So, hell yeah. Definitely stay tuned and go follow us on there. So, hope everybody enjoys the rest of their week. And we will talk to y'all next week.
Yep. We'll see you next week.
Okay. Now that I have that point in there for me to know where to end it, I'm going to let Johnny pull up everything he needs to pull up, and I'm going to go get some more water real quick.
All right.
I am thirsty.
All right. Let me share screen. Make sure that's still the right one. Yep. Okay.
What? Oh shit!
I probably hear my family in the background. Let me pull full screen. Okay, and I think we're ready to go when he comes back.
All right. I refrained from watching it.
Yeah,
I even stayed away from Twitter, so I don't know much of anything that happens.
me neither. I just clicked around to see where it was in the show. I
Yeah.
thought it was the main event, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
This actually might be a show I might go back and watch because I did go through. I saw Gangrel was there, and Maki Ito was there, and
Yeah.
Epico. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the whole thing, but for now, this is good enough for me.
Is it full screen?
Yes.
It's on full screen. Okay.
Yeah, it's full screen right now.
All right. So here we go.
Goes on forever, doesn't it?
Okay.
Very long.
Prediction. Who you got?
Charlotte.
The real
Yeah,
Creed is the
I
friends
know
we
I
along
talked
the
my
way.
shit
so
throughout
much Creed.
and throughout the week, but yeah, it has to be Shaza. Don't get me wrong, I'm backing my boy Sean,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's still awesome. But I'm interested to see what kind of a match he puts up.
Big time matchup.
Yeah.
This is the people's main event.
Yeah.
'Cause-
And again, I'd like to remind people, dude, follow along.
I know he
watch
said
on
he's
Fight.
been training,
Tweet about it. Tell everyone what you see.
so
We got
I'm
hashtag
interested to
Slamble
see his
tomorrow.
moveset.
While our wonderful officials continue to keep our fantastic wrestlers safe, we're going to get this water over here cleaned up. But in the interim, at least the Creed finally stopped playing.
Oh, Val, you need to cut that out right now.
Some of us
Real heel turn.
through the hell of Creed being on top and
Don't.
don't want to do it ever again.
No. You need to stop, Val. I need to have a talk with her. The Creed was great. Creed was the best part of it.
But what I do want to say is thank you to all of you that helped make this very next match so very special because it is our special attraction match.
Ooh, a special attraction.
Damn right it is.
$500 was raised. Yeah, you can cheer for that because it was raised for charity for NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. So if you do want to make a donation, for those of you watching along at home on Fight TV Plus, please do so at NAMI.org.
Which it's still going on. You can still make donations.
Yeah.
So
What a
nami.org.
mess. Hayden Backlund,
We do want to say thank you so much because
we go over time.
because mental health is
It's out of your paycheck.
help, and it does affect everyone. There's nothing wrong reaching out for help. So thank you to those of you that have made a donation. $5,500. That's like awesome.
That's a lot of
That's a lot
money,
of money.
and it's a lot going to a great cause.
It's NAMI.org, as was mentioned.
If you got anything negative to say about this, you know what? I might have to put $1 in the swear jar.
Yeah, couple swear words I could say to some people.
And even after the match happened, people were accusing him of it not being donations, like that he was pocketing the money. I'm like, it's going straight to Nami's website.
Yeah.
How is he pocketing it?
Right.
Don't be dumbasses, people.
I gotta find out who that is on commentary because
I think Val is quite biased.
during the
Yeah, it looks
Gangrel
like
match,
it,
he
doesn't
said
it?
he did face Gangrel in WWF.
She's not hiding it at all.
It sounds like
I mean, speaking of being
X-Pac.
biased, you have a little bit of a
Like
friendship
who?
with Shazza. You
It sounds like
recently.
Yeah, I think Sean Ross Sapp is a freaking dirtbag.
See me,
One more
How
time.
dare you? call
He's
him
a real
dirtbag.
jerk off.
I enjoy Sean Ross Sapp. He's a very good guy.
It might be X-Pac.
Dear close personal friend.
For one fall.
You're a friend of his?
One
Dear close personal
fall.
friend.
Associated with this guy? Oh. What is this music? That's my girl Shaza. We're the baddest guys around. If you hadn't heard.
Introducing first from St. Louis, Australia.
St. Louis, Australia.
The baddest guys around.
The baddest guys around! We're the baddest guys
I
around!
didn't know there was a thing that was Australia.
Yeah. I didn't either until just now. I was like, are they going to say St. Louis, Missouri? What the fuck?
You're trying to beat the
I
Prince
thought it was
off
Australia.
Sean Ross Sapp.
Sean Ross
SRS.
Sapp training hard for this one.
They call him the Patreon Jesus? Is that what it was?
Is that what it is?
I don't know. That's what I heard Val say.
Good for him.
Val also wearing a shirt with a picture of Shaza getting kicked in the face by Brandy Rhodes. The biases.
Here he comes.
There he is.
What is this music?
He's got a
With
boomerang.
a boomerang and the same shirt as Val.
Ah, the boomerang. The weapon that takes out most Australians.
Did she say Patreon Jesus? Is that what it is?
He did say Patreon Jesus.
I'm glad to see him still
He's walking around with a $5
multiple
bill.
$5 bill.
And I'm pretty sure he just
Yeah,
gave it to
yeah.
his wife in the crowd.
There it is.
Five
Oh, he
go
said he
on
asked for
the-
streamers.
Yeah, and zero
Did he put that
streamers.
tweet out?
I don't think it got the reaction he wanted to.
Yeah.
This guy's been spreading a lot of fake news. He posted pictures of me.
To clarify, this contest will be held under Street Fight Rules.
No DQ.
Puff, I'm being told it's paywall Jesus.
Paywall.
Paywall
I don't know.
Jesus.
Patreon, paywall. What's the difference? Isn't Fightful Patreon? I don't know.
It's all the same.
I don't subscribe.
Here we go.
This guy.
Yeah,
Sean Ross Sapp. It
This
looks like
guy
he came here for a
cosplaying
wrestling
as a
match.
wrestler.
Came here for a wrestling match. Chaz McKenzie. She is here for a street fight.
Yeah, this guy's wearing his goofy ass cosplay gear. She's dressed ready for a friggin' fight.
okay.
It's gonna be a fight full of violence. Oh yeah, big strong chest.
Sean Ross Sapp looking for a test of strength. Here we go.
Oh.
Oh, what a kick!
Throwing a kick.
Let's go.
Hey-o, I didn't
Sean
know
Ross
he
Sapp.
could-
I heard he learned that from Kevin Koo.
Is that true? Did Kevin Koo teach him?
Kevin Koo and Dominic Greeny have told me that they've. Oh, good
Ah.
rifle trunks.
Oh my God.
He's got
Custom
Custom
gear.
logo on
He's
his
been
ass
talking a
as
lot
well.
about. He's been talking a lot about Shaza's butt. It seems really weird for a married man to be talking all that. Just saying, just throwing
I
that
mean,
out.
no comment. I'm not married, but
Look at
no
that.
comment.
Yes.
Wrestling.
Oh.
Let's go.
Got it down. Oh
Sean
wow.
Ross Sapp. A
Big
little bit of
tough
mind
guy.
games on Chaz McKenzie.
Shaza, kick that rope. It's a textbook move. If you're frustrated, kick the bottom rope. Oh,
Look at that waist lock.
ducking her. What's he got here? Oh,
Oh,
getting her a little.
half Nelson.
Oh, up.
Oh, inverted atomic drop. Oh, ah.
Ho, ho, ho. Hey, man, he talked about that, her butt.
The
More.
strong glutes.
Sean Moore.
Yeah.
He's known all about her butt, dude.
His knee.
And he
I think
still
his
went
knee's
after it.
dislocated. Look at how turned it is.
Where's he going? Is he bailing on this match?
I think he's trying to get feeling back in that
doing?
knee.
His eyes are aimed towards the exit. He's. Is he trying to leave already?
He's ready to go.
He's saying his knee is hurt.
His knee is hurt. That's who knows what he could have torn.
He just no
damage.
no the hell he ain't. Here,
Oh
hold
no!
on.
Wait, Tina, Puff, where are you going? Puff just got up to the commentary desk, stopping my dear close personal friend Sean Ross Sapp from running away from this match. Puff. Shaza from behind. Sean Ross Sapp into the crowd. Shaza getting everybody fired up. It was not a legal tag. This is not a tag team match. Lining up Sean. Sean catches her. Oh my God, what is he thinking here? He's got her up in an electric chair. Oh, looking to throw her. Oh, deposits her on the apron. Sean Ross Sapp, very impressive here in this matchup. Referee telling Sean Ross Sapp he has to get in the ring.
I'll do that cool jump that Seth Rogen did in Pineapple Express. It'd be beautiful.
What are we going for here? Oh, kendo stick to the midsection. Shaza McKenzie. Hi, Kevin Koo. Kevin Koo, join me on commentary.
Try to go for that dive.
Puff got up. Kevin Koo
Shaza
joining me
had
on
that kendo
commentary.
stick.
Hello. Hello. I was talking earlier about how Sean Ross Sapp has been training with you and Dominic Garini for this matchup.
Oh yeah, we try to get him as ready as possible. You see that high kick at the beginning?
I did. As
Oh
I
my
said, I
God.
told him you taught him that.
Exactly. That's why he was doing really well, but now
Yeah,
he's
it's-
not.
Kendo stick, great equalizer. Here we go.
When you help train harder next time.
Ooh, another shot.
You know, Shaz is lucky that this is a street fight.
Yes.
Because if this was straight up, it would be over by now.
I mean, oh my God.
That was
Ooh,
to the
that
base
was
of the
on
neck.
the back of the
That was-
head.
I think it was to the head.
That was dangerous.
It was very, just swinging recklessly.
What are we doing here? This man has a family, I think.
He definitely has a family. I've met his wife. Very nice lady. Puff. Oh, Puff's going to help him to the back now.
Oh, that's nice of him.
Oh, maybe
No!
not. Oh, no. Oh, Puff!
You deserve that.
Got him
You
right in
deserve
the
that,
mouth.
Puff. You deserve it.
He's got to come back here and do commentary, I think.
No, he's done for the night.
He's not. Are you're going to commentate till the rest of your match?
No, I'm going to commentate during my match, too.
That makes sense. Oh, hanging up Sean Ross Sapp. Shaza getting back in the ring. Here we go. Finally, back to the wrestling.
Or so we think.
Yeah, well,
Oh! Okay, that was a good one.
caving in the chest.
She
for
can
Sean
stop
Ross
his heart
Sapp.
with that.
Head into the corner. Line him up again. Oh, another one.
Don't take that, Sean. Give it right back.
Hockey fight. Shots to the chest. Drops him.
He didn't want any more. I get it.
Drops him.
He only took 2 more. He dropped himself down.
But we taught you so well. What's going on?
Yeah, I don't understand what the problem is. There it is. Look at that. Oh,
Oh, okay. Oh, all right.
leg kicks. Shaza caught.
Yeah!
backbreaker.
Look at that strength.
Pushes her to the mat. Look at that pin.
Perfect
Textbook
pin.
pin.
You know what? Props
Shaza
to
McKenzie kicking out
SRS.
at 2.
Yes, he did that
That's okay,
back
just breaking her down, breaking her down.
To his
That's all it
back,
is.
on his
Make her expel that
back.
energy.
Sacrifice.
Good old fashioned wrestling. Oh, Sean said he's coming to get some weapons.
It's payback time.
Yeah. Pay wall time.
Oh, $5.
Here we go.
What's in the
that?
bag? Is it $5 in coins?
It could be
What's in the
coins.
bag?
All of the coins that he has earned.
I put these here earlier.
That candy corn?
It's candy corn? That's disgusting. I'm going to throw up.
Is it candy corn?
That's literally the worst candy on the planet Earth.
Yeah.
What is
I
wrong with
agree.
people that like it?
Yes.
It is candy corn.
Ugh.
You don't like candy corn?
No, it's terrible.
Yeah, candy corn's
Literally
fine.
awful.
It's a fine candy.
No.
No.
Bottom tier.
No, it's not.
Oh, trips her.
Oh,
knee bar.
Knee bar. Let's go.
Nice knee bar.
He
Yeah.
can turn into a heel hook.
He could.
Really easily.
Did Dom teach him that?
Oh, yeah.
There it is. A boomerang.
Oh,
To the
wait,
side of the head.
What?
The official weapon of Australia.
Yeah, that's true. What's she going to do? A kangaroo kick next?
I think that's trademark. Are we allowed to?
Yeah, I'm saying it. Come find me. Please don't find me. Oh!
MJF, who do you ever beat?
Right, loser.
Wow.
No, don't hook your arm, Sean.
Oh,
Move.
no.
Move.
Don't let this happen.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Gaza. Oh my God. You hear those echoing through his chest.
Oh, all
right
right.
Right to the mush.
That was rude.
Planting
Get up, Sean.
him.
Get up. Get up. I'm very
Only a
unbiased
2
here.
count. Sean Rossap showing some heart. Calling for the doors.
Get it yourself. Well, you got to use Puff?
That's what Puff's here for, I guess.
Now he's fucked, dude. They're bringing in the
I
doors.
told everybody at the beginning there's a little bit of a bias.
I have to take
God.
the week off.
What are we doing here?
That's a pretty hefty door.
What are we doing here?
Pretty hefty door.
This is supposed to be a wrestling match, I think.
It's a
Street
street
fight.
fight, technically.
They're not in the streets, though.
That's true.
Do you see that
Sean
agility?
Rossap, look at that. Right to his feet.
Oh!
DDT.
Nice.
Let's go!
It's a,
Oh, come on.
that's a TV finish.
Come on. This is bullcorn. Get it?
No, look at that.
Yeah, you like that?
Kevin Koo
Bullhorn.
showing his comedic abilities.
I'm an innovator. Oh,
Oh, calling for the go to sleep.
I don't think that's trademarks for sure. You're gonna get some heat for that, Sean.
Here we go.
I'm calling for the GTS.
Lining up Shaza. On the shoulders. Looking for the go to sleep.
Oh.
Slips it.
The most disgusting candy. That's why he lost.
Stunner. Oh, in the mouth.
Oh my God.
Oh, no.
Oh my God. The door moves.
Oh, my God.
Oh shit!
Sean.
Gaza with
Sean,
the spear on
no,
Sean
Sean
through
would be
the,
broken in half.
No.
through the door.
1, 2, 3. That's
Damn.
it.
Terrible. Terrible.
God,
Ugh,
you hate to see it.
I'm out of here. Candy corn. Sean losing.
Thanks for joining, Kevin Koo. Kevin Koo walks off disgusted. Dominic Guarini, disgusted. All
Fair
the hard
enough.
work and training
Fair
they put into
enough.
Sean
Yeah.
Ross Sapp
I mean, it was a
For
good
now.
match.
for not.
Yeah.
If anything happens after the fact, I highly doubt it.
Yeah.
Throwing candy corn. Sean Ross Sapp.
Yeah, she threw candy
Charles
corn now.
McKenzie victorious. Got the boomerang. Ladies and gentlemen, that match was brutal. Sweeping the candy corn out of the ring. Sean doesn't know where he's at. Swinging wildly. Puff making his way back to the commentary stand. Puff, you got involved there.
Hey, a little bit,
involved.
yeah. I'm
Yeah,
back.
that was it.
Sorry, Kevin Koo stepped in for you.
Did he? How did he do?
Back.
He was great.
Hell, I love
Right.
Brain.
Glad to have you back.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be back, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so I without getting it spoiled, I saw some people talking after the match, and a lot of them were giving the same kind of sentiment as prop to Sean for getting out there and doing this when it'd been a while and he'd been through his fair share of like medical issues this last year.
Yeah.
But he trained, he worked on himself, and he was able to go out there and, hey, he almost hit a GTS. If he would have landed that kick at the start of the match, that was a very impressive kick. So and then going through the table at the end, taking the spear from Shaza. I like it. I like it. It was a very good match, and some people are already saying, "Hey, we want to see more matches from you, man."
Yeah.
I mean, before this one, he had 39 matches.
Not bad.
So I don't care what anybody says. That's 39 more than we have ever had.
Yeah.
So whether it be indie, small promotion, anything like that, that's 39 more matches. So
I mean, I've had plenty of like trampoline matches
I mean, yeah,
with my cousins.
we've all had matches. Like I can't count how many times we've had to not anytime recently, but how many times I've had to well, my dad had to replace bed frames because of taking a rock bottom or a pedigree and breaking the metal frame. Yeah. So that was fun to watch. I'm glad he got to do it. He had been hyping it up for a little bit. They had their own media call the other day, and
Yeah.
I asked a question on there as well. So yeah, man, this was some fun shit. I hope it's not the last one we see from him because I would have to pull up the tweet, but it was Kate from Fightful said WrestleMania is going to be like 1 hour away from where she lives. So if Sean wants to have a match against Kate, she said she'll have a match. Oh, they're already working on setting some other shit up.
And you know, and they will because we know WrestleMania weekend, not just WWE. That all the promotions pretty much have events that weekend
Yeah.
in the same place, in the same location.
Yeah. So if Black Label Pro decides to have a show somewhere during Mania weekend and they want to book SRS versus Kate,
Yeah.
or let's just say because we know she's going to be around as well. If they want to do SRS versus anyone, I'm pretty sure they'd be able to work on it. If it's not SRS versus Kate, I would say give me SRS versus Denise Salcedo.
Yes.
I think that would be fucking hilarious.
I was thinking of that too.
Yeah, that would be another fun match to have.
He still has to get her back from what she did to him at the GCW clusterfuck.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he hasn't forgotten.
No.
I mean, that was a low blow, and she got him eliminated.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be another possible match to have. And now with this match, it's been 40 matches that he's had. And this is the first one that he's ever been booked against a female. So I would say keep it going. I mean,
yeah.
Kate has already called for a match, and like I said, Denise would probably do it if the challenge presented itself. So this was fun. I'm glad I was able to hold off to watch it until we got on here.
One of my favorite movies that involved wrestling was Man on the Moon with Jim Carrey.
Hell yes.
And because he played Andy Kaufman, and back in the day, Andy Kaufman proclaimed himself as the intergender wrestling champion. And
Yeah.
that was his thing. He would wrestle women.
Yeah.
And until he picked a fight with Jerry Lawler. But yeah, so maybe Sean can be the new intergender champion.
Hey, bring it on.
Yeah.
I can see that being a heck of a run. So hell yeah. That was fun to watch, and I'm glad we were able to do that on here.
Yeah.
So any closing comments before we wrap it up, bro?
Well, you know what? That was actually my first time sharing something on the screen. I have a Fight Plus account, so I was able to get that Black Label Pro show. So I just went through before this, and I went through the steps on how to do it, and it's actually not that hard.
No, once you do it once, it's easy to remember how to do it. So
Yeah.
hell yeah, dude.
So one thing I want to try and do, because the weekend leading up to Christmas, we're gonna go watch the Iron Claw, and maybe the weekend before that, I'm thinking maybe in the Sunday evening, I want to stream and talk about the documentary, The Triumph and Tragedy of World Class Championship Wrestling that WWE came out with in 2007. It's about a 2-hour documentary, so look forward to that. We'll let you know when we put that up, just to give y'all the story before we go watch the movie, or if y'all want to go out and watch the movie. It's going to be a great movie. I can't wait for it to come out.
Yeah, we already called that, and a lot of people have said the same thing, that this movie is going to win some awards.
Yeah, I'm thinking it has to be nominated for at least one Oscar.
Hell yes. So we'll see. That's something else to look forward to. And yeah, if y'all get a chance to go watch Iron Claw, it's going to be a good watch for more than just the wrestling fans. I think it's going to be a good movie all the way around.
Yeah. I want people to see, people who have never watched wrestling before, to go watch this movie.
Yeah. So it's going to be a good watch, one way or another. So definitely get out there and watch it if you can. So that's going to wrap it up here for us. So hope everybody enjoys the rest of their weekend, and we will see y'all next weekend.
Yep. See you next time.